What's up? What's up? What's up? I haven't blogged in a few days, like moving like mad crazy. Haven't got up and washed my face, haven't did nothing. I've been like forcing myself to do stuff, but I think I want to talk about something today because I've been hearing a lot of people say a lot of stuff. Like, I've been like kind of like talking about what I've been going through. And it's crazy because the people that I talk to, like, they're complete strangers. I don't know them, but they say the most realest shit. Like this one guy said, depression, anxiety is bad, but when you going through like dealing with a certain person or a specific situation, he said that could really just make you just want to just off yourself and don't want to be here. And I'm like, he right. Like, if there is triggers, there's a lot of triggers, and I think that doctors and nurses really, when I was in Henry Ford, I wrote letters and I complained about a lot of the stuff that they did on the psych ward. I said one of the things, like, they gotta stand and watch you shower. Okay, I understand you think everybody on this floor want to kill themselves, but if I gotta take a shit before I take a shower, like, it's really hard to shit while you're standing there. So therefore, I can't shit. So this is going to be another problem. You know what I'm saying? You got to stand. I think, like, come on now. These people that's making these rules, the least thing you can do, if you think if we there all for suicide or whatever, and some of us is not there for suicide. Some of us is there for depression. Some of us is there for drug addictions. You know what I'm saying? If you want to, I don't think it's like necessary for them to stand in the bathroom while I take a shit. You could keep standing outside the door. You know what I'm saying? Who wants to smell my shit? And what are you going to do? Look at me while I push? Like, come on now. So I wrote them all these letters complaining about shit that I thought was like just stupid because people in charge made these rules, but I bet you they never ever came down to the hospital to try these rules out to see how they work from themselves. Like, to actually, they made these doors that's like slanted, right? They made these doors that's slanted. So when you take a shit, everybody hears, everybody smells everything you do, because the top of the door is open and the bottom of the door is open, and there's just a like little plastic flap to just keep it closed. It's not even no locker thingy situation. Then sometimes you might be in a 4-person room if you can't get to the shower, because most of the time the staff, they're either going to lunch or they're doing checks. They can't stand by the door and watch you. So even if you want to do like a quick wash up at the sink, you can't even do a quick wash up at the sink because it's no curtains and it's 3 other people in the room. And so I wrote about that and I told them, and you know what their thing was? The only thing they was worried about was safety. They didn't give a fuck about how you wash your ass. They didn't give a fuck if I was there for 6 days and did not go to the bathroom, because it was hard to go to the bathroom. It was hard to go to the bathroom because the medications they give you make you constipated. And then it was just hard because who could take a shit and there's 3 people in the room and they listening to like everything. You fart, they hear everything. That like is so hard. Like, and they don't think about that. I think some of them people that make them rules, you come down to rehab 3 and you have 3 of your staff members in the room, and you go in that bathroom and put the toilet paper down on the toilet and you try to take a shit. You made these rules, you should try them. That's what the fuck I think. I think people that make rules, how can you make a rule and you never even tried it? You're just making a rule that everybody else can follow. And it might not work for everybody. What if one of your family members was in that type of situation? You know what I'm saying? Probably not thinking, oh, my family member would never be in that situation. Everybody got some type of mental disorder, some type of mental stress, some type of mental something. The doctors that fucking snort cocaine, the motherfucking pill poppers, the nurses, everybody got some type of disorder. So don't ever say, oh, my family would never do this. Bitch, you probably had a breakdown at home and just dealt with it yourself and was like 2 seconds from offing yourself. But look down at us because we admit ourselves to the hospital because we don't want to go that route because we do got something to live for. It's just crazy, like these rules. And then one of the other rules was the nurses. Just because we're in a motherfucking psych ward don't mean that we don't have fucking feelings. Don't mean that, you know, you can talk to us any type of way. All of us got common sense. Some of us got common sense. Some of us even got motherfucking degrees. And I don't like when I go there and I ask a nurse a specific question that requires basic common sense to answer, but they treat me like I'm cuckoo because I'm stuck in here. Bitch, just because I'm in here don't mean that I can't have a motherfucking, I'm not rationalizing, you know what I'm saying, and understanding how the fuck you treating me. You treat me like you can't answer my question, or you don't hear me, or I'm concerned about something that's been going on with my body because I'm stuck up here on this floor and I have other health issues besides psych issues, you know, and I'm trying to tell you and you steady brushing me off. You know, that the shit, the nurses, if you're not cut out for people, to be a people person, you shouldn't be a fucking nurse. Take your ass to the motherfucking, take your ass to somewhere secluded. Work in the fucking forest. Go cut some grass or something where you can do it by yourself. Most of these motherfucking nurses is just in it for the money. They don't have the compassionate heart to be compassionate. Understand, we're going through some shit. So we don't want to have to go through shit on the outside and go through shit in the inside dealing with y'all motherfucking snooty, uptight asses. Like, I gave, for all the nurses that I liked, I wrote out very nice things for them. Because they have some type of little books that you could put nurses. For all them nice nurses, I wrote it out. For all the things I didn't like, I made a complaint. And guess what? Henry Ford replied to my complaint. And you know what they did? Every complaint that I wrote about, they had a professional reason as an excuse to not address the situation. That's it. I wrote out maybe 7 or 8 complaint letters about everything, about the bathroom, about the nurses, about, you know what I'm saying, how when I went there, I couldn't use the bathroom for days. So I had to drink the same stuff that you would drink if you was going to take a colonoscopy. Now, anybody that had a colonoscopy know that stuff is nasty. As soon as it get in your system, it start working. Okay, so they got me drinking this shit, and I haven't went in 6 days, remind you. They got me drinking this shit. I'm going to group therapies. And all of a sudden, the shit kick in. So I go to my bathroom. My bathroom's being cleaned out by a janitor. I run to the nurse's station. I'm like, hey, I got to go to the bathroom like right now because somebody unlocked the door. Oh, you got to go ask the nurse down there. I run down to the other end of the hallway and ask the nurse, hey, can you let me in the bathroom? I gotta go bad. Y'all got me drinking this colonoscopy stuff. Y'all knew if y'all had me drinking this shit that I was gonna have to shit. The nurse finally, one of the nurses, she was one of the nice nurses. She let me in the nearest bathroom. They got 2 bathrooms on this unit, plus bathrooms in the room. The janitors was cleaning out our bathroom, so I couldn't go. So you mean these people behind the desk, they couldn't let me in the bathroom down the hall that was closest. They made me run down to the other hall, find a nurse. And I'm like, you know what? This is some bullshit. Because just because we're in here for psych therapy don't mean you got to treat us like fucking animals. We're not animals. We're people seeking help from you so-called fucking professionals that treat us like shit because we're in this part of the hospital. I bet you they don't treat people like that that's in the maternity ward like that. They need help having babies. We need help with mental situations. What the fuck? Like, seriously, have some fucking compassion for you fucking nurses that work at motherfucking in psych wards. I swear to God, I wish to God I would see one of them snooty bitches on the street. Like, yeah, bitch, remember me? We ain't in the hospital no more. Let me just tell you about your customer service. Your nursing skills is shitty as fuck. You need to go back to school and do some customer service and upgrade your motherfucking